Hi, welcome to You, Me and Mediumship. Tonight's talk's going to be about the difference between a medium and a psychic. The reason I've decided to do this little talk is because basically many people go to the wrong readers, if you like, for the wrong reasons. And some people I have known in the past booked a psychic reading and been disappointed that their loved ones didn't come through. And there's been people who have been to mediums simply because they want an update on either like career, their love lives, and such things. So yeah, there's a bit of confusion about exactly who does what and how it works. So basically, we'll start off with a psychic. A psychic is a great gift, obviously. And what they do is they read the sitter that sits before them. And basically they are attuning themselves to the energy of the sitter, so the person that is sat before them. They attune themselves to their energy, and from that they can give information on past, present and future. There's no link with spirit at all. It's all done with the sitter, or from the sitter, I should say. With a medium, it is completely different. A medium purely works with spirit. They do not read the sitter. If they do, it's very, very wrong. They should be attuning themselves to an energy that relates to the sitter in front of them. So a lot of people ask, why do some mediums give past, present and future statements? Well, sometimes that can happen. It can happen within mediumship simply because you're being told something that happened in the sitter's past or what is happening now. And sometimes it's rare, but they can, on occasion, have an insight to what may be going to happen in the future. And that information would come from the spirit that they are tuned with, because the spirit would have access to that information. Now, what is disappointing sometimes, it's more than disappointing, it's very sad, is that you can go to a mediumship demonstration, or you can book a medium for a reading, and all you get is psychic information. Now, that is not the job of a medium. You can tell the difference quite easily, because someone who is reading you psychically will be making statements like, oh, you've had a bad week, the last couple of years of your life haven't been good, or you've recently separated from someone, or recently changed your job. That is not necessarily coming from spirit, because a lot more evidential things that will come from spirit, not just what's happened in somebody's past. So it's important that you spot the difference early on in the reading. If you're getting a lot of psychic statements made to you about the past, the present and the future, maybe favourite foods, maybe favourite places that you go, then you're in the wrong seat, really. You need to say thank you very much and leave, because that is purely a psychic reading. I do not like to see that in demonstrations, and if a medium is struggling, they should not attune themselves to the person that they're doing the reading for, and they should purely apologise and say, I'm sorry, but at the moment I'm not getting the link with spirit. So it's important that we know the difference. A medium will work with an energy And by doing so, we'll be able to give you information. The medium will be able to give you information about that entity, that spirit, that soul, about the personality, maybe how they looked, maybe how they passed, lots of different things. And you do see an awful lot with a good medium. That medium sometimes can take on the personality of the energy that they are communicating with. Not completely, but there will be little snippets of ways things, statements are said, certain movements even sometimes. And there's lots of little hints there that you know that medium has got the link. And there will be special little things said to you that only you and the past loved one knew. So you know that this is evidential mediumship. They are proving to you that your loved one still carries on, but in another plane. So please try and tell the difference between a psychic and a medium whilst you're having your sitting. Because it's important to the mediums out there that they're not confused with psychics. A psychic job is, like I said, to guide you maybe on future decisions. They prove themselves sometimes by telling you things that have happened in your past and maybe what are happening right now. And again, like I said, the medium will simply give you statements from your loved one. That is all. If there is a hint of something in the future or something in the past, that's fine. But it simply must be just a hint of something, not the complete reading. So I don't like, and well, I know many mediums who don't like to see psychics, if you like, demonstrating mediumship. And there's times when you could sit through half an hour or even an hour of psychic reading, and there's very little evidence there that they are actually got a link with an energy, with spirit world, which is very sad. So there's the difference between the two. Don't be read yourself. You know, we don't necessarily need to know our past. Sometimes we'd rather forget it. We don't necessarily need to know what's happening now because we already know that. But, you know, the future is interesting. And like I said earlier, there are mediums who will get a snippet of information about future events in your life. And like I said, energy, spirit has access to that. So they can pass that over to you from your loved one. But it won't be the complete reading. We, as mediums, are here to give evidence of survival of death. So that is our job, not to tell your future, not to tell you about your love life or whether you're going to win the lottery or not, although it would be nice. So there's a difference between the two. So I hope you liked my little talk. I hope it helps a little bit, just to give you some idea as to what the difference is between the two, the psychics and the mediums. A lot of mediums are not psychic at all. I'm about as psychic as a sock. That's my saying, psychic as a sock. But there are psychics who develop into mediums. Very few mediums actually pick up psychic awareness. It's strange. I've got no reason as to why that happens. I know we are working on two different levels, but for a medium to work psychically, it can be very difficult. So, and for a psychic to become a medium, they can develop that and work with that and work mediumistically. Hence, sometimes you will see psychic mediums. Okay, so yeah, don't mix up the two, please. Right, hope you like the video. Please subscribe. that would be great. It would help me an awful lot. And I hope that little bit of information helps. Good night. Bye for now.